Good day, Jeff here from the National Weather Service. It is Sunday, January 21st. Well, we have another wintry mix expected tonight. The main focus is again in northwest Montana, where we did issue some winter weather advisories for freezing rain and maybe a little bit of snow, but the snow levels are up kind of high, so we do think that roadways and surfaces will get pretty slick tonight and tomorrow morning. And then again, there's another wintry producing weather system that's showing up for maybe as early as Monday afternoon, but more so Monday evening through Tuesday morning. Again, we probably start to see some mixed precipitation, freezing rain in the valleys. And the active pattern continues for most of the week, so additional weather systems each day. We're also now going to start to see the valleys get above freezing more often this week than we have been. So a freeze-thaw cycle begins this week, and we'll need to keep an eye out for any ice jam breakups, but overall that seems like it should be a low impact with not a big warm-up or any big rain event. Looking at our matrix here, mainly just highlighting some past level snow and freezing rain. A little bit of fog in there. We'll need to keep an eye on that through the week as well. Looking out at our water vapor imagery here, we're seeing a few different weather systems. The main low off the coast, sending off some disturbances our way. The next one is working its way here through Oregon and Washington. That's the one that we're watching for tonight. And maybe a little piece of it's already ahead of this. And then another one, this one will be the piece of tomorrow night and, that we'll need to watch. Looking at the overall weather pattern, mostly just low off the coast, southwesterly flow until we get into that Wednesday into Thursday. We get another weather system that ends up changing us more into a northwesterly flow briefly. That weather system looks like it'll initially be warm, cool off a little bit with some lower snow levels, and then that high pressure ridge there at the end that you were seeing shows up. To provide a little bit more detail about the expected precipitation from the Sunday night through Monday night time period, this I had to run it to a little higher percentile to show what we are expecting for the precipitation, but these blues are showing snow, and then the red is where you really stand out for that freezing rain potential. So here we start to see some of that freezing rain show up, at least the possibility showing up this evening up in like the Flathead Valley, even the Mission Valley, some of these up in Lincoln County, and even over here in the Glacier region. So when I move forward in time here, 8 p.m., you start to see just a few waves of precipitation coming through, and each one that comes through ends up showing some valley mixed precipitation. So that's what we're worried about there. But you can see that this is focusing it mostly up north. And then that next one starts to come through on Monday. It seems like it has a little bit more coverage, so I did have to increase the chances for precipitation in the forecast for this one. And again, it's also has that, especially after sunset, most of the valleys, there's these pockets of freezing rain showing up, so we'll need to keep an eye on that for some impacts. It does look like over in Idaho that the temperatures are expected to be above freezing. So only going for rain at the low elevations and snow mainly for the high elevations, although there are a couple pockets of freezing rain that are possible. Here's the temperature trend here. I averaged out the temperatures from points across the region, a couple points in Idaho, and then some points in Montana, just to show the main theme here that we're overall looking for some overnight lows, mainly below freezing, coming back to above freezing, and doing that for most of the week. As for the precipitation overall, like the 3-day, you can see the focus really showing up north central Idaho, up along the Montana border with Idaho, and then northwest Montana is where most of the precipitation is expected. Looking out to January 27th through the 31st, there's more of a trend toward higher pressure, higher heights showing up for above average temperatures, and then keeping our Northern Rockies piece here right on the edge of if it's going to be above or below average for the precipitation, but most of it is showing up to our west. If you have any questions, need any additional details, please let us know. Our next recording is scheduled for Thursday.